Let's head now to Tammy Halevi in Kibbutz Nahal, a resident near the Gaza Strip, but relocated to Jerusalem because of the rockets. Tammy, good morning to you. Thank you for being with us on the program. Let's talk about what the last few days have been like for you and your family.
Like hell, you know. Those 3 days were for me like hell because we had to, it was much more than 3 days because it began like 1 week ago on Tuesday when we were locked out because the army thought the jihad is going to do something that will hurt us, not only us and many other people. So they closed us in Nahal Oz and we couldn't walk away. And then at Friday, it began with real fight. And I decided after a couple of hours to leave Nahal Oz. It was very loud. I lived there for more than 60 years. And the last 20 years were not so easy because from time to time, they shoot at us with rockets, with different kinds, and in our kibbutz we had a lot of serious damage, and so this time I decided I have to go and stay with my daughter a little bit, and I hope today I'm going back after we have the ceasefire, and I feel safe again. I can go back, and I hope we will have now. For at least like last time, more than a year, quiet. And maybe this time it will be a little bit different because maybe someone in both sides will take, the chance and try to talk to each other and something will change in the situation between Gaza Strip, the Jihad, Hamas, and Israel.
So you relocated to Jerusalem since the operation started, and you said you're planning to come back home. Do you feel afraid to come back home, or do you feel comfortable now to return?
I feel very comfortable because I'm sure the ceasefire will be more than a couple of days, and I love my home. I have a big garden and a lot of friends, and I'll be very happy to be back and stay with them and got my life back, my normal, my usual, my daily life. I'm not so young, you can see it, but I have a very interesting life. I'm still the chairman of the elderly people in all Gaza, in part of Gaza Strip, in Sha'ar HaNegev, where my kibbutz is. And I'm doing a lot of different kinds, and I have a lot of grandchildren and grandchildren, and I hope to be back and have a good life again.
You said you've lived there for about 60 years, so this is not the first time you've encountered rocket attacks and interceptions and instructions from Israeli authorities. How was this time different than last year and years before?
It was different. First of all, because it was very tough. A lot like we have more than 1,000 rockets all around the country, but in my kibbutz, only yesterday we have 18 alerts. So 18 alerts, it means you sit in the safe room and you can do nothing and you don't know what is going to happen with the next rocket. And always we think, okay, another time, but maybe it will be the last time. I'm not sure it's going to be the last time. It was very short. It was like the rockets, the real fight was not more than 3 days. That's very good because we had, every last year it was more than a week. And so I hope, if you ask what was different, so for myself, it was the first time I left Nahal Oz during the process, and I felt very bad about it. Not only myself and a lot of my friends. We in the last five different wars that were in the last 10 years, we sent the children immediately out to another place to be. This time they went together because we don't call it, we didn't run away. Mm-hmm. We sent them to be in a safe place. And this time, they left yesterday to Kibbutz Mishmar HaEmek. They have a great, great feeling there. They were taken care by the Kibbutz members. And
Tammy, that's all the time we've got. Tammy Halevi, a resident near the Gaza border. We're glad you are staying safe. That's it for this edition from i24 News. Thanks.